All right. So let's go here. So basically, you're saying to delete. I can't delete anything. As you see there, the only option I have is rename and reset to default, and it don't matter if I've reset everything on default, everything, and it did nothing. These two are new from the battle pass. I can't adjust anything on them because it says max build limit reached. Must delete another build to proceed. But there's no options to delete anything because there's only one, no matter the problem going on, there's only one of each blueprint here, right, in these options. There is no duplicate or custom build made because there is only one of each gun. Like you see the name Crash Out, Lockdown, Black Cell, Combo Back. There's only one of each. There is no custom builds to delete. And no matter what, say you buy this bundle, right? Which, like, let's go here real quick to show you this. This is how many bundles I own, right? This is how many bundles I own. I own a lot. I'm not gonna lie. And I think basically the problem is there's not enough space in the build options for the amount of blueprints I own. Because out of all these, right? It just see, there's a lot. I've spent some money in here, right? And out of this, let's say you buy this here, right? Each one of these blueprints, like these three, there's going to be one in your build option at all times, no matter what. And whether or not it's a custom build or whether or not it's the original that you got the second you purchased it, if there's two of it, if say you do that and you create your own custom build and you delete the original one, it'll keep the custom build in there, right? And I'm gonna show you this example. This bundle here I bought, right? This is the Unearther. When I bought this bundle, and this is the only thing I can think of that could be the problem, or I don't know. There's no way to delete it, but look, this is it. You see the Unearther, right? And this is zombies. I could do this, I could take that off, that don't matter. This is still going to remain. There is no option for delete for crafted, right? That was my zombie build for when I play zombies. Now here's the Unearther from that bundle I was just talking about, right? And it's got that X. I originally saved it as a custom build, and then there was the original just Unearther because I had all 8 attachments for zombies. When you play zombies, you need the best barrel, the best damage, you need the most ammo. You need that for Easter eggs. And I had saved it as just X to make it quick to save a build for each. There is no more of that. I had to delete all those builds, and I would get through because I was deleting those custom builds, right? Now it's at a point, the original Unearther was deleted, and there's only this custom build I made, which I've already reset to default. And it's still here, but there is no option to delete it because there's only one of that said blueprint in my loadout custom or my loadout build options here. There's only the one. This one was the same thing. I had saved it from whatever, and somehow when I deleted in the past to get by for the past couple months, I've had to delete one of the builds. That was one, and instead of the original, I deleted that instead of keeping it, and then kept the custom build. And the same with this. So you're seeing the two, right? But I can't delete them no matter what. So basically, even though they're renamed under that same custom build name, it doesn't matter. I've reset it to the default blueprint, which at all times there's one of each blueprint you own in the build options. And there is no option. I can't delete nothing no matter what I do. I didn't even mess with that one. Right? I could do this, and I've done it. I was just playing zombies with these. I could reset everything to default, and that's it. I've done every single gun that way, and it did nothing. I reinstalled the game, and it did nothing. Reinstalled twice, it did nothing. I deleted save data, everything, and it did nothing. And I don't know if there's a way to delete everything custom and just like on your end or whatever, to where I can get back to just having the very original blueprint, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, instead of this custom build that I originally had saved with the Unearther original blueprint, just the original Unearther blueprint, and this being deleted out. Like going back to just everything I own from the store outright instead of that. Like, you know what I mean? There is no way for me to delete any of it. And just everything I bought from this being replaced in there, and that's it. And we'll start there. And then I can at least mess with the attachments on a lot of these guns. Now, the problem is all the newest guns for the past month, doesn't matter. I can't adjust nothing because my build limit is at max, right? Max build limit reached. Must delete another build to proceed. But once again, there's no option for me to delete. See the rename, duplicate, reset to default, and delete. Duplicate and delete are not an option for me to be able to use. Only rename and reset to default. And yes, I reset every one of these multiple times and restarted the game. I did it before I reinstalled, and it still did nothing. Like, you can reinstate every blueprint to default and it's still not going to do anything. It didn't help nothing, because the problem, I feel, is the truth, and I think others have come to realize that if you own too many bundles, there's just not enough space. I mean, if you add up the math, you see that's the blueprint number that you own, right? The mechanical option right there. That's the blueprint numbers that you own. And as you see, I do own a lot. I'm not gonna lie about it, but still, why would there be? There's still a lot to buy in the store. Why would there be this many? Right? Why would there be this many, and the store still be chock full? Like, how, if you bought everything in here, you would not be able to use half of it, because the build option doesn't allow you to. So it don't make sense. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense, man. Like, I have a very large number of bundles, and the build cap is way lower. The build cap that I can have is lower than the amount of bundles and blueprints I was able to buy and have. So it's like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Activision or Call of Duty is trying to tell me to stop spending money. It wouldn't make sense. So why is the build option not letting me do what I got to do? I don't know. And that's pretty much it. I don't know. That's the best way to explain it. There is no option to delete or create a custom build. You would go up here where it says that build cap. If it wasn't saying that, it would have the option to create a new build. That's not an option. If I had the option to create a new build up here where it says at build cap, then we wouldn't be having this problem. I would be able to create a new build and adjust every blueprint I own. The problem lies with me not being able to adjust half of my items now. Because it says max build limit reached, must delete another build to proceed. But once again, I can't. There is nothing I can delete. I physically can't delete nothing else. That option's gone. It says the same thing on every one of these blueprint builds, loadouts, whatever you want to call it. There is no, it's only highlighted rename and reset to default. Hopefully that gives a better explanation, and hopefully you see where I'm coming from and what's happening, and hopefully we can fix this. Help me out. I do appreciate y'all trying. I know it's crazy. But yeah, that's what I got. I can't delete nothing. I can't create a build, nothing. Thank you for your help.